So far, it's all right here. DJ Verm and Akai in your ear. Talking truth, no script, no fear. Pulse is high, the vibe is clear.
Just pure talk, feel the spark. On the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up. Just pure talk, feel the spark. On the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up. Just pure talk.
Feel the spark on the mic, we light the dark.
With friends on air,
we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up.
just pure talk.
Feel the spark on the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the mark.
Come join the fun.
Come join the fun. How you doing, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on with my screen?
It's black as black can get.
Okay.
What's smoking you out?
Well, what happened was you put my picture on there. I broke everything.
Yeah, I think, that's what I'm thinking.
Did you break something?
No, I don't know what's happening.
There's some like pin in the middle, and
To me, I see the.
While we're fixing the issue, oh, there we go. Layout. Where's my layout?
Oh man,
Where's my layout? The heck is happening? They changed everything. There we go.
there we go.
The first question I got is, how do we share this to everybody in the world again? It's just on your YouTube, right?
YouTube.
Okay.
We should add Rumble. Less rules.
Okay, guys, start talking for a second. I gotta fix everything. I don't know what's going on.
Well, on my end, Verm, I can't share, so I'm assuming it's sharing something somewhere. But the 23andMe hack is actually a little older than I thought. It got breached, and so talk about this. 6.9 million consumers apparently. But they only
When was this hack?
2023. But they
That's a while ago.
they have a $46.75 million settlement. The problem is they've lost 6.9 million people's DNA. And I mean, you can change a password, you can change your account number. Actually, you can even change your social security number if it's a dire straits. You cannot change your DNA.
Yeah. So what are they going to do with that DNA?
From my perspective, I'm not a biomedical expert, but if you've seen movies,
I got some ideas what can be done with that DNA.
yeah, like you could target genetic, you could target diseases for like eugenics is what they used to call it. You could use it to attack people of certain genetics, I'm guessing, but I'm definitely not a geneticist or a biologist or anything of that sort.
What's been going on in the world? Do you know any of that?
Iran's got bombed again and again and again.
Yeah, and I heard something about a possible peace deal, which I don't know how far that's going to go.
It's going to last about 2 weeks, and then
I don't believe in the peace deal.
Some other idiots from Iran, from some other group that doesn't stay with the government. So here's the problem. Okay, it would be like if someone attacked the United States today. Okay, and the United States wanted to declare peace. The problem is people like me and Sam are going to be like, and then they would be like, "Oh, peace talks are off. Someone shot at us again." So if you have a group of people large enough, and the people aren't really going to listen to the government, and then anytime someone else decides to shoot at something, they blame the government when the government it's not necessarily responsible for it. Like, I'm not telling you that the government shouldn't manage its people, but it would like legitimately be like invading the United States and then expecting when the government did a ceasefire, every other person to do a ceasefire. There's still going to be people fighting against whoever invaded. I mean, good luck invading the United States, but only example I can think of.
Okay.
And I could see that. I know that the Iranian military has a lot of, and with the leadership being new, they may not be accepting the new Shah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Another thing, 7 days ago, they actually had a coding error in OpenAI, and its autonomous AI agents went rogue, accessed the entire internet, and hacked into the AI platform Hugging Face to exploit leaked credentials across online service.
Dude, I'm telling you this. So they're going to build an AI data center in our town.
My town too.
And I'm like, we can't water our lawns right now. Like 3 days a week,
Yeah.
we're allowed to water our lawns.
Yeah.
Electricity costs are going up.
It's gonna cost you a lot of water, man.
Dude, even with this, and I was a plumber. I worked on these huge HVAC systems and lit, with water cooling and closed loop systems. There's makeup water. Stuff leaks out of the system. It evaporates. You have to change it out to refresh the chemicals. Your biocides and your algicides and all that stuff that goes in the water to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And and there's also stuff you got to put in there so it doesn't corrode components, the metal components. And that stuff's toxic. You can't just dump it down a drain.
No.
So where are they going to treat all this stuff?
Good question, eh?
And then the power requirement, the water requirement. And some people now, like I was watching this lady in Georgia. She's losing her home that she was given to her daughter. She wanted to give to her daughter. She bought this house when she was a single mother, and her daughter's married now and got a husband, and they're going to be a generational house, and they had a little hobby farm going and chickens and the whole nine, and they're eminent domaining her property so they could build an AI data center.
Okay.
And I'm like, you just need to go find other property instead of harassing people. And it's a small town.
Yeah.
It's a small town.
How much water do you think it generates?
Millions.
Water evaporation. It generates. Sorry.
Millions of gallons a year.
Well, one thing I'd say about that is, yes,
Millions.
it evaporates water. I would like to say, though, that as Newton or whomever the famous scientist said, matter cannot be created or destroyed. It'll only change phase. Water evaporates. It goes up into the clouds. Somewhere it's going to get really floody is what's going to happen. It's going to flood somewhere.
Yeah, the water's going to come back down. But in the meantime, the water out of my ground is getting lower and lower.
I don't disagree. I blame
Yeah.
California.
I do too.
And
And
it's not that Kansas is bad, Nebraska's bad too. It's not that there's liberals
Kansas
or
was
whatever.
smart. Those states were smart. They said, "Oh, you guys have water rights? We're buying that stuff up." And they bought it up, and they got these contracts with all these states that flow into them. And you have to send X number cubic feet per year down the river, no matter what. You could be in a severe drought, and you still got to send it down the river. And so the lakes are shrinking, the reservoirs are shrinking. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where there's going to be no water in the dam, and then you're going to get nothing.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to give.
They took a bunch of areas of the world that weren't really meant for farmland, and they're trying to farm on it.
Ain't that
Like,
beautiful?
Where I live,
They could farm it. They could farm it if they went to native agriculture.
That's true. Where I live,
And they restored the beavers. And
the beavers love making dams.
yeah.
That dam of water, you can irrigate off of it. It's great. It's the smartest thing you can ever do.
See, there's a guy on YouTube that's taking desert land, like desert. And he put in the simulated beaver dams. He's putting in the certain kinds of trees and bushes that will hold the soil together. And the change on his property is just absolutely amazing to watch.
Okay.
Like, it's starting to get green again. Stuff that wouldn't grow normally is now starting to grow around those beaver dams because the water is being not trapped, but it's allowed to sink into the ground because of the clayey soil in the desert there. And so now the water is actually getting into the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And speaking
They
of
did it in
that,
Australia. That guy did it in Australia. He started putting in beaver dams, makeshift beaver, human-made beaver dams on his property where this creek went through. And when you fly over in a plane, his pastures are all lush and green. Everybody else is like wasteland. And now they're starting to copy him because they're like, there's green grass now.
So speaking of that and the environment, there's another thing that I seen is they found microbes, funguses, and bacteria that breaks down plastic.
It does?
Like legitimately, they found some in the Amazon. It's anaerobic. That means it doesn't need oxygen. It literally eats plastic.
And what's it turning into?
They haven't got that far out. They just found out that it's eating plastic because all of a sudden they're checking these areas that used to be high in plastic. Where did all the plastic go? Now they find this, microscopic, size. They happen to have a nail size of this nail head that you can't see because of organisms that you're looking at a microscope. They haven't really determined what it's turning it into, but the fact that it's eating plastic is great.
Yeah, I know, but then what's going to happen if they decide to put it all over the environment?
I don't think that would be bad. Oh,
what?
Oh, you're going to laugh. Water and carbon dioxide.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You're going to tell me they're going to be safe with it, but I don't think they're going to be safe with it because that's why we have killer bees in America.
Well, like for example, if it's a microbe,
they said they were going to keep them in Brazil, and now they're in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's an area at the bottom of the Pacific that, like a little slough area that you've seen, and they went ahead and what did they do?
There's a company there's a couple things that have ships, and they go out and they scoop all the plastic out of the ocean and do all that stuff. But that I know what you're talking about. It's where where that big swirl is, and it's like miles wide, and it's a bunch of microplastic just in the water.
Correct.
It's
and
like
if they put it
crushed into beads.
If they put it there, then we'll be good.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be right back, Verm, okay? I have my reason.
But yeah, I don't know.
Are you disappeared?
He's disappeared. He's got something to go. Maybe it's a bio break.
Okay.
Maybe it hit him all of a sudden. But
so yeah,
what have you been up to, Verm?
You were at what?
What have you been up to?
So I've been, like I was telling you off camera, I've been lately doing something new. They came up to me and they asked me, well, the one that does the podcast with me in French, he's the MC of the rodeos. So he says, hey, I need a DJ. He goes, and I want you, because we work together. So he goes, I want you.
Yeah.
So I go, okay. May I get what? Sorry.
Yeah, you got to let him back in.
No, but okay.
But so you're doing this stuff for what, the bull riders now?
Yeah.
That's what you said?
So I got the bull riders coming up. Okay. So I got the bull riders association they also do wild horses, but bull riders association who asked me to do a 2-hour drive away from home. So I went to do my first official rodeo, and
nice.
We had fun. It was really exciting.
Tell me what you do at a rodeo.
Why are your camera off now?
Oh, I turned it off for a second. My camera is causing issues, so I'm trying to fix it.
Oh, okay. So what do we do in a rodeo? Well, I'm a DJ.
Well, I know that.
Music. I do music.
You're really a DJ?
I'm a DJ, man.
Like a real one?
Yeah, a real DJ. I'm a DJ. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, I'm a real DJ.
You used to be one of those DJs.
Like a body, DJ.
I used to have my club. I used to have my club.
Back in the day.
In the days, I used to be a club DJ, if you want, if I could say it that way. Yeah.
Are you talking? So this is gonna sound. Are you talking like in the early 2000s then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I just watched Motor City, and it's put in the 70s. And when you said club, I was thinking like disco area for a second there, and I'm like, no,
You were doing club DJ before that, though.
Yeah, I do club DJ. I mean, I do disco.
You
I
were
have
doing it in the
disco.
90s, weren't you?
Yeah, I started off. Give me a second. I
I'm trying to
started
call
off
the
at
guy old
16.
here.
I started off at 16.
And you're what,
He-
36 now?
He started,
Perfect.
well, he started out with records.
Yeah, records. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no
used to call them
CDs,
records.
Records.
Yeah, records. Yeah, that's how we say records.
The old vinyl.
Vinyl.
The milk
vinyl
crates
records.
full of vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl records. So I started off at 16. Born in 68, so that makes me
50.
14 years.
We're just call it 50. Perfect.
Yeah, no, but you're asking me. So I mean, yeah. So I started.
I
off,
didn't want to ask how old you were. I just wanted to ask when you started.
Well, it doesn't
I'm not
bother
trying
me.
to-
Look, I look young. I look young, man.
Hey, man,
looks
Just
young-
for
he
Men
looks
makes
younger.
everyone look young.
I don't wear it just for men. This is my original hair. No, that's it. So that makes 70. I would say 70. 84. 84. I was looking. 1984 kicked this off. In 84, and then done a couple of
Geez,
things. Yeah, that's way
I
back.
wasn't. I wasn't born yet.
I'm trying to remember where I was at in 84.
I was in my
84.
dad's.
Junior high?
Yeah, 84, man. So yeah, I did
You'd
do
have been
some
in
disco.
elementary.
I did do some disco.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was born in 85, homeboy.
See, when I kicked
Oh,
off, I
yeah.
used to
You
be,
already.
I was in the years
I
of
was saying,
men.
I keep forgetting how young he is.
Yeah, he must have not been there in 84.
No,
He was
I was born
he
the
said
next
he was
year.
born in 85.
You were born in 85?
He was
Yeah,
born
December.
in 85. Doc was born in 85.
1985?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, I was DJing when you and you were not born yet.
Maybe my mom went to one of your clubs. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
40, well, something like 40 years of experience, I should say, if I look at it that way.
The reason why I
Yeah.
brought it up is because I watched Motor City with a buddy on Tuesday. And Motor City has Alan Rich in it.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, but I think there's 6 or 8 lines of dialogue.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. They don't talk the entire movie.
They dance.
Okay, I'm out.
No. You would like it. There's shooting, there's killing. They do talking other ways. They don't like the guy, they're grabbing them, and there's some good fighting scenes. One guy gets his leg blown off.
Okay, so you watch weird movies. Okay.
It's about what the
Ain't
movie
that
was
the people
about.
in 1985 that were born in 1985, they watch weird movies? Yeah.
I don't know. The movie's set in 1977, sir. So,
So 85, that makes you generation what?
it depends
Well,
on
I'm
if you think
Generation X.
So it depends on if you think sociologically or biologically. Biologically, I'm still in Generation X. I'm in the last year of it.
Yeah, you're in the last year.
Sociologically, it gets all confusing because they have generations that last 2 years and all this other stuff. I look at it biologically. I act like
No, look at
Generation
it
X.
Biologically, it's more easier.
Yeah, because the first generation was the boomers. It was 46 to 65. Then you
What's
get
the
X, which
generation
is
now?
you got Y. We must be in Z. No, we're Z, and then whatever's after Z. Because Y
now
would be
we're in
86.
guys-
We're in
Is
millennium.
it the Z's? The Z's are going to college now, or just getting out of college?
Well, it depends because some Z's were born in 86. That's where it gets confusing. So
No,
some Z's are my age. They just happen to be Generation Z
No, there was
because it's
something-
biologically from 86 to 2005. If you break it down any smaller, you're doing sociological.
No,
And
it's just
then-
biological. It's just way easier.
So then 2006 to 2025, you have Generation Z. And I don't know what they call the current generation, but
Millennium.
everyone's going to,
millenniums.
well, I wouldn't even call millennials. I would call Generation Z millennials.
No, but that's
Maybe-
what they say. Millenniums. Millennials. Whatever.
No,
Well, the point is I was
Hey,
listening
ask,
to.
ask Copilot or ChatGPT. He'll tell you.
I was asking. I was watching some stuff on it and about how these guys just can't even get hired to get a job.
Okay.
Like the job market's crazy out there, right? Because of AI. And a a lot of these companies are putting up, postings for jobs that don't actually really exist.
No.
Like a majority of their job postings are just BS to kind of get people in the company to talk or work a little harder so they can try to apply for that position.
Okay.
But that position doesn't really exist.
Then why are they applying for it?
To get the people that work for them to work harder, to put in that extra work so they could prove themselves to get that position that doesn't exist.
That's beautiful.
It's like bait and switch.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Beautiful? I don't think it's right.
No, it's not right. That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. I'm just saying that it's, things. So give me a sec, guys. Ladies and gents, how you doing? DJ Verm here. It's been a while that we haven't done our podcast. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 sessions, I should say, because it's every 2 weeks.
Because we kept getting everything screwed up.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So welcome, everybody, to Just Pure Talk. We're here with Doc Fallujah and Akai. That's, it's both of us, Akai and me. So,
we're pushing the edges of technology here.
Yeah, we're pushing the edges of technology. It's getting better.
I am, because I'm in the middle of frickin' goat nowhere.
Yeah.
There's no power lines. There's no electricity. There's no running water. There's no
So how are you getting
no garbage service. No nothing.
No mailman?
No mailman.
That's
good.
good.
You have a buddy there. There's your buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked up that thing. The technical name for the Generation Z, the ones that are born in 2005 to 2006 to 2025, they call them the Homelanders. So the new generation, I'm not even kidding. That's what they call them.
The Homelanders.
The new generation is called the New Homelanders because they've only been around for, well, they're the babies that are born only this year right now.
Okay.
So they haven't came up with the name, but Generation Z is the same as the millennials actually, because they grew up in the millennium.
Okay.
So the 86 to 2005 are millennials, but they're also Generation Z.
You know what I classify this stuff as? I kind of class it in the same category as pronouns.
You're not kidding.
Because I can't keep it straight. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but I just can't keep it straight.
Well, when they try to confuse the differences between the sociological generations and the biological generations, like, oh, you're a millennial if you were born between 1990 or 1985 and 1992. That's not a generation, homeboy. Generation has always been biological. That's a sociological group. They don't call those generation because let's use Verm as an example. Verm, you have kids? Do you have grandkids yet?
Yeah. No, I don't have grandkids yet.
So you have one other generation in your family. If you get grandkids, now you have the third generation, right?
Yeah.
Those are generations. You physically have to be able to bear children. And now we don't live in an area of the world where bearing children at 12 is socially acceptable.
Yeah.
So generations aren't 12 years.
Okay.
They're biologically, they have to be 20 because some people have them at 15, 16, which is not really okay. Some people might have them at 24. That averages out, right?
Yeah.
So it's just what it is I believe society wants to always make people feel included, as Sam's saying. And when that way they put all these little boxes you can fit in. Like made a box for AirPods, fit it in the box. Printed a box for Pixel Buds, fit it in the box. Everyone wants that box to fit in so they can feel important. When in reality, our generation was probably the last great generation because we actually got disciplined. We actually knew what it was to work hard. And when we worked hard, we got appreciated by our parents.
Well, that was going to be a question I was going to ask you. What are the difference with the generations? And I know, because I'm going to tell you that.
Well, that's
the Generation X, they're the last ones to continue a little bit what our parents has done.
Well, a lot of like the newer generations, the ones that are now entering the workforce,
yeah,
all that stuff. I'm at the grocery store the other day, and I'm picking up groceries to come up here. Dude, I don't even think I had a grocery bag full of groceries.
Okay.
You know, a couple pounds of meat, some cheese, you know, some stuff that I can cook on the grill.
$300,
right? $200. $200, dude. And it might have been a grocery bag, maybe a grocery bag and a half worth of stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, and I'm sitting there thinking on the way up, I'm like, how do people make ends meet, making 40,000 a year, rent, car payment? I mean, you would have to cut everything to the bone, dude. You're eating ramen 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You know?
Why do you think poverty went up?
Inflation's killing us.
I know. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just saying inflation.
So right now, in the United States, okay, so United States to live comfortably. So let's use North Dakota. North Dakota, if you don't make over $82,000 a year, you're not living comfortable. That's for one person.
Yeah.
Nationwide, it's 107. But
What
for a
about
family of
family?
four,
What about
family of four, $200,000 to $235,000 a year.
Who
And I'm
has
sorry,
that?
I ain't doing no OnlyFans. So unless I make that stuff legitimately, I don't know how people do it. Like, I don't know.
Well, no, I'm
Well,
sitting there
you
looking
can
at
have an OnlyFans now.
look at the average price of a home.
Mine was
So for me,
$320,000, and I only have
Ours is about
2,000 square feet.
500 to 600,000
Yeah.
is the average price of the home in our area. 500 to 600,000.
Yeah. You know how much ours is?
Your
How much
guys'
went up?
is astronomical
We're at about 700
for an average price of a home in your area.
for my home. For if I sell my home tomorrow morning, I can get about 700 ish.
Then you could come move and live by me and buy 3 houses for that.
So 700,000, and then but like other houses, can you get like a 400,000 or a $300,000 home in your area? Is that possible?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Is it
What does
possible
it
to get a
look
home
like?
that cheap?
Is it like 4 plywood walls and a 4
Our
plywood
place?
wall? No,
I'm in-
not like your place. He's asking,
No,
can
I'm
you
not
buy a
talking-
house
I'm
where
asking.
between 300 and 400,000 where you live, not in your exact area, but could you go out to the suburbs of the city and get something like that for?
no, because I live in the suburbs.
Oh, you live in the suburbs. So what's a house in town cost, for crying out loud?
Montreal, I could
Yeah.
say more than $1 million.
So how do people afford that? People aren't making a quarter. You're not.
They're all
There's
living
not a lot-
together.
There's not a lot of jobs in Canada that I'm going to guess that a couple guys can get that make a $250,000 a year, or even $100,000 a year.
OnlyFans, Hitman.
So what?
That's the only
what's
two
your-
that I can.
What's minimum wage in Canada?
We're about. I think we're going on 16.
Is that how much is that in
$16
dollars?
Canadian.
16.
It's like 14 something.
Yeah, it's 16.
Let's call it $15 an hour, just for brevity's sake, to make things easy. So if
Yeah.
you work 40 hours a week at minimum wage, you're making $31,000 a year, US dollars.
Yeah, no, you're not. No.
How
You
you
can't
ain't
afford a
affording that
house.
house? You can afford a tent in the
can't afford
backyard of
rent.
someone's house.
You can't afford rent.
No, that's what I'm telling. And you know how much rent went up? It's almost the same price as a house. Because all the owners are
I've
abusing
seen rent. Like a
Yep.
cheap ghetto apartment in our area is like $1,200 to $1,500 a month.
Yeah, us. It's I seen one lately. It's a 3.5, a basement renting. How do you call that?
A house, yeah.
It's in the house, but it's the basement they rent. So it's $1,500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's probably more than that if you're in an
17.
apartment.
Yeah, but that's not an apartment. That's living under a house. That's listening to the owner walking on your head all the time.
I pay about $1,900 for my house.
Yeah.
I have 3 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms. I'm only at 2,000 square feet. If you
Okay.
want a nice area to live and you like the cold, it's not bad to live here. But there is a house here that is for sale. I showed Sam. Should we show him this house, Sam?
No, that's crazy money.
No,
Millions upon millions.
I know some places, man, that the junk is about $1.5 million.
No.
That
This-
scares me.
But you got
This
land.
isn't June.
No, but you got
But-
you got farmland on that.
I don't care.
I know.
I was looking at a property up in the mountains,
Yeah.
and they wanted 2.8 million for it. 150 acres, had a campground on it, everything, right? And I was
you
figuring the
should
guy
ask
makes
permission
like
to put that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
the guy, has a campground on there with like 30 or 40 spots for full. He's got full hookups on everything, and I'm like, he can't be making more than maybe a 90 to 150,000 a year off that campground, which
Wow.
really doesn't even put a dent in the mortgage.
No, I don't even know how people. I'm trying to understand because even us here in Canada, I'm trying to understand how people arrive, how people can.
I can't afford to sell my house
No, neither can I.
because
'Cause
it
you
would
can't
cost
replace
me
it?
more to buy a house half the value
Yeah,
because of the interest rate.
yeah, and I paid my
I have
142.
I have friends that have $400,000 and $600,000 properties
Yeah,
that, and I mean they're an hour outside of town, that pay more a month on their mortgage than I pay for mine.
wow. Okay,
That's the difference of 3%.
but it's crazy. It's
How do you afford it?
and
Like I said, how do you afford it?
and the gas goes up, and the food's going up, electricity is going up, cables.
I want to
going
know
up.
what I want to know what, and that's the other thing I was complaining about.
What?
Why is gas going up in Canada when you pump it out of the ground there?
They
Don't
put
you
it
guys have
down here,
refineries?
and they don't cap it. They burn it.
No, the gas that we got is how do you call it? It's
I know it's that shale oil as part of it.
yeah, no, well, how do you call it? Because you guys have
Fracking.
no, you guys have the refinery for it. You're the
Okay.
one, we send it on your end, and you guys refine it and send it back to us. But what?
Yeah, and paying premiums and tariffs and all that stuff. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, no, because the oil, the gas, the oil, whatever you call it, is it beats me. I don't know how I'm saying it in French. I can't say it in English for some reason. It's the hard oil. It's like you need
Okay.
a special
Refinery to do it.
refinery for that. So you guys have that refinery,
I'm surprised
also,
Canada hasn't built one.
but also
Bitu-
China.
It's called bitumen.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
bitumen.
okay.
Yeah, maybe in English it's bitumen.
Oil
yeah.
sands and tar sands.
Yeah, there we go. Oil sands. Well, it's oil sands. Yeah, oil sands. So we have a lot of that, but that's the reason why now they're selling some to China because China has that. China has the
Refinery.
the refineries. Yeah, even Europe.
But
You're
I'm
bad.
just shocked that Canada hasn't built a refinery.
Maybe for the same reason that a lot of shit that you guys haven't done.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to send it to China.
You know, like the electricity, like we were talking about already in
Yeah.
another show, electricity, et cetera, and all that. It's all about look. Let's help each other out.
No, we
so
definitely.
you
need
guys
have
want
more
to
of
see?
that.
You want to see this house, Verm?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a ridiculous house.
Try not to put all the commercials that go with it. Okay. That's the reason why I told you have to ask permission. I'm not that stubborn.
No, I don't think you are. So this house here is the guy's put
You try
$17
to
million.
make your picture bigger or something because don't you have full screen? Oh, there you go. Okay. Thank you.
So it's 6.5 billion.
It's 6.5 million listed, but the guy's already
Million
put
or
in over
billion?
million.
Oh, okay. I heard billion.
But mind you, this is this guy's that was building this house is the only billionaire in North Dakota.
Okay.
He's put 17 million into it, and there's a lot of places that don't have floors.
Yeah, but do you think he's going to sell it?
It's for sale.
Yeah, but how many houses, mansions that have been left to abandon by all these people that have money.
Oh,
This
dude.
one here, probably a lot.
There's that
But
one
this-
up in Canada that was made by that wood company.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
guess-
Woods.
Dude, that
I think
thing
it's-
is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Somebody
But it would
bought it.
cost you Did somebody finally buy it?
Somebody bought it, but I don't know what they're doing with it. But they bought it. Yeah, it's been sold. Yeah, it's in Ontario, by the way.
So this has 2 floors, basement and main level. Each floor is 12,750 square feet. Okay. It has a built-in pool, a built-in jacuzzi, a built-in spa, a built-in basketball court, a built-in racquetball court. Okay, this is the house. And the reason why the guy is not finishing it is because the city has zoned it as commercial on him twice. They won't let him zone it as residential.
Okay, so then no one's going to buy it.
But someone may still buy it. We don't know.
No,
I
they'll
don't
buy
have
the
the money.
land. They'll
Look
buy
at
the
all
land,
those
but not the house.
garages. Was that 7 garages?
I think so, yeah.
No, if you're having issues with the city, no one's going to buy it. So that guy just lost 6 million.
No, he's already put in 17.
Oh, 17. Sorry, I got me.
But he's only selling it for, like, if you had, like, if I had money, you buy it for 6.5, you probably put another 4 into it. You got a $21 million property for $10 million. Look, it's
know,
not.
but Yeah, here's the problem though. It's in South Dakota.
No, it's not inside. It's in North Dakota, which is worse than
It's in
South
North Dakota. It's in North Dakota. Who's going to buy it?
Some other billionaire.
Here's the problem. When you go to the aerial photo, like that's the neighborhood it's in. Look at the neighborhood. There's cookie cutter houses
Sedrik,
all
that's what
around
you
that
wanna find.
mansion.
And he owns all of this.
Yeah, he owns all of that. So it's a big, huge mansion
Okay,
in the
yeah.
middle of this neighborhood with houses that look like little playhouses.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Not demeaning anybody in that neighborhood, but it makes everybody else's house look tiny.
And this
No,
is going to piss off your neighbors.
I know. I mean, people, you got to realize that it's not anybody that could buy that. And if you're a billionaire to buy it,
I can't buy it.
you think you're going to want to buy it there? You're going to want to buy it somewhere it's important.
Well,
Yeah, unless you're running a lot of businesses in North Dakota.
But
I
I've
would
been-
be very honest. If I had like 10 times the money that Sam did liquid, I might think about it. But we're talking about a lot of money.
No, but it's
Because
a
even
lot of
if I
money,
had,
man.
if I had 6.5, if I had $10 million, I wouldn't buy it.
That's what I'm telling you. It's a lot of money.
If I had 100 million,
I don't have any. I don't have enough liquid money to put an earnest payment on that house.
No. I wouldn't even think
can't-
about it. I wouldn't even go
Because
see it.
what's the yeah? You're talking probably $500,000 like earnest cash or 100,000 earnest cash. I don't even have that. It's not happening.
No.
well, you know what? If
And
I
then,
were to buy
not
it there,
to mention, you're at 6%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How many?
Unless you're
Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, you're a 6% mortgage. I mean, I can't even fathom what the payment on $6.5 million at 6% is.
That's why I'm telling you. One day it's going to be abandoned. He's going to say, I can't sell it anymore, or I can't pay the income tax, or whatever. I don't know. Or he's going to keep it. Because I've been watching videos on, these young YouTubers that go into abandoned houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a
Well, they're
lot
all-
of
they're
houses
all
in
over.
Canada and America, United States, sorry, Canada and United States that are abandoned. And some are abandoned by singers. Some are abandoned by actors. So,
Yeah, because what's that house in LA? It's called what, the One?
Yeah.
And it's like the retail on that is like $1 billion
Yeah.
for one home.
And then the
And
person
they can't
dies.
sell it.
No, and then the person dies. Family gets the heritage, but what they can't even pay the income tax. They can't even pay the
No.
tax.
You have to sell
So-
it just to pay the taxes.
No, so they'll try to sell it and it won't work. And then they have to pay monthly taxes anyway. So what's going to happen? So that's why the
government will seize it.
Yeah, that's why it stays abandoned until someone buys the land.
44,000 if you put $1.5 million down. I can't do anything over 500 or 5 million.
God,
But it's
your salary,
$44,000 a month.
44
a month.
a month.
it's your salary, man.
That doesn't even cover homeowners insurance.
No,
The
your
utility
yearly
bill.
salary.
I bet you that's
it has insurance in here at $8,000 a month and HOA fees and PMI. That's 44,000 all inclusive, but you still, that's with zero down payment because this calculator won't let me go over 5.
I bet you your electric bill is going to be a couple grand a month.
I'm sure.
I'll be honest, if I bought it, I wouldn't have an electric bill because the first big investment would be that whole roof would be covered in solar panels.
You're talking about that. In the videos that I've been seeing, some houses still have electricity. How the hell can it be abandoned and you still have electricity?
Right there.
What?
Solar panel.
Okay.
Because I would cover this property in solar panels. The city would be buying my electricity.
Not worth it. A lot of these places, when they put solar panels on their house, the city's only giving them 3 to 5 cents a kilowatt. And then when you buy it back from the city, they're charging you 55 plus cents a kilowatt to buy it back.
Seriously?
And now, seriously, and one of the things they tried to pass here not too long ago, and they're going to try again, is if you have solar panels on your property, they want to tax you on your solar panel wattage, on how much solar you could do, because you're taking a resource from the environment.
Okay.
Even though it's
they don't do
sun.
that here yet.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed some of the stupid rules they're trying to get through.
Wow. Okay. And what else is happening around your place?
Me, like I said, I put up trim around the windows and shades and wired in my water heater. It's currently heating up. We had to do some, I bought the wrong fittings. So I had to boil water and heat up plastic pipe to get it over a expansion PEX fitting, which that was a challenge, but we did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now do you collect the water? You collect the water from rain?
Off my gutters, yeah.
Okay, so no, but your whole water system is all rain?
Rainwater and snow, yeah.
Okay, rainwater and snow. Okay. No, because I was wondering, because I've been watching, I'm following another couple, a YouTuber. They've bought a house in Panama.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I think they're called Noraids. They're Americans. And
I used to do a lot of work in Panama.
Yeah, and he bought a land, and he's explaining. But the guy has he started off a coffee company, so he's
okay.
You know, they're at ease, but they still, you know, they're YouTubing the whole build of the house, and at the moment they're at about 2 years working on the house because everything is made of metal. Everything's made of metal. Everything is made of bricks,
concrete,
cement, concrete. Because he has to think about all the how do you call them, termites, and he has to think of everything, tornadoes,
termites, the water, the rain.
Yeah, water, rain. Yeah, earthquakes, because there's a lot of earthquakes in Panama. But he's in the mountains. Nice,
monsoon
beautiful
season.
Yeah,
is the wettest I have ever been in my life.
Okay.
Like, you've been caught out in the rain. And you've been wet. But when you feel that bead of water go down the back of your neck, right into the crack of your bum.
I was going to say you crack of your.
And I'm telling you what, folks, there was nothing that was dry for like a month.
No, that's what they were saying. It's raining.
You could put clothes in the dryer and let them run for hours. Literally hours, and pull them out, and they're still damp because the humidity is so high.
Yeah, especially imagine them, they're in the mountains. That's what he's telling me.
We
That's why-
didn't even have windows on our billets. They were screens.
Okay. Yeah. Because he was going, he was, while they were doing their, because they record everything they're doing. That's for sure. And you would see a kind of a fume of water. And he's going, see, it's raining, but it's like raining, like always a fume.
Yeah.
You know?
It goes from rain to heavy rain to mist
Mist.
to
Yeah,
like a fog,
Yeah.
then back to rain.
Yeah.
And it literally drags on for a month and a half that way.
Yeah. And that's what
That's
he
how
was saying.
bad Panama is.
Yeah.
That's why Panama's so green.
Well, yeah, and then, but they need it. They've had a dry spell for a while, and they haven't had enough water to fill up the Gatun lakes. So the lakes have been running, and so the locks haven't been running.
Yeah,
very
and
well.
we were talking about land in America and all that, but in Panama, that's what they were saying. They bought a big chunk of land in the mountains, and to buy the land, you're allowed to build your house. You ask help from the Panamanians,
Panamanians, yeah, the locals,
the locals, I should say, be more easier. But you got to build. You got to give a part of the land to, once you make friends with them, part of the land to a family. So they built like a commune.
Okay.
On their land, but it's all people that get close to them. It's you're not going to go, hey, you got a piece of land.
Hey, you.
Hey, you're
love it.
living on my land now. No, because they worked with all these locals.
They probably work on his plantation.
Yeah, that's it. They work with the locals, and then they become friends. I mean,
Yeah.
But he built a house. It's crazy and he's making a really wicked house. So you gotta have to see that. NORAD, go look at that. I think that's how it's called. I'll try to send you a link.
I got one
Yeah,
for
I'd
you
like
guys
that.
here. I was talking about the same thing. May I guess got a picture to share. You okay with that?
Yeah.
I thought, so this is what I wanted to do over in another country myself. This is 640 acres, so a mile by a mile.
Is that
In
Africa?
it, I'd be fine with Africa. I'd be fine with anywhere where I can get 640 continuous acres and be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But you have your forest over here. You have water reservations, energy production, farming with orchards, housing for the community industry, your churches, your schools and stuff, livestock and all your infrastructure. But it's
I can't
Pretty
even
well-
imagine the cost of the fence to go around that place.
That's what I'm trying
Well,
to figure out. Yeah.
I've been told that
Because-
if you do go to Africa, a lot of times the government will give you a ton of money to do it because it gives people jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but a lot of the jobs would be for that local area. Well, and I've
This
spent-
is a
I've spent
mile
some-
by a mile.
Yeah, but
I've spent some time in Africa.
Don't they have
I've spent
issues?
some time in Africa.
Don't they have issues?
No. Yeah, but it's usually tribe against tribe issues.
Oh, okay. I
then
thought no.
there's-
Oh
and
no,
then
I'm
there's-
getting
and
mixed
then
up with
there's go-
Haiti. Okay.
And then there's governmental issues. And depending on where you would like to build that in Africa,
Okay. Hi, Michael.
they may not allow you to build it because you are the wrong color. They won't even
Okay.
let you own the land.
Mm-hmm.
No, but you're allowed. You're white.
No,
No, they're.
no.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but there's a lot of countries that.
Zimbabwe several years ago kicked out all the white farmers.
Are you
Literally,
serious?
I know some of these guys. I hunt with their families in South Africa. So, and they actually pulled up in military vehicles with armed people and told them, "You have 2 hours, pack your crap and get out."
Okay.
And they had to pack up everything in their farm that they wanted to take with them. 8,000 head of cattle farm.
Okay.
This guy, millions of dollars, right? In equipment and infrastructure and everything, and gave it to a guy.
Okay.
They gave it to another guy. And so now nobody knows how to run these big farms over in Africa. And all the didn't know how the infrastructure worked for these farms.
Okay.
So the farming economy collapsed over there. And now they're trying to rebuild from it. And that's why Zimbabwe's hurting right now. Still hurting.
Okay. Oh, it's crazy then.
And they've been talking about doing it in South Africa. That's why you're seeing a lot of South Africans now leaving they're leaving South Africa and they're moving to the United States, Canada,
But-
the EU.
Isn't Elon Musk an African?
He's South
Elon
African.
Musk is South African, yes. So he
Yeah, because
would not.
that's what they were talking about. They were saying he's kicking out ethnics from the United States, and he's one. So it's like, yeah, but I go
Remember, though, those groups of South Africans like him, they came from Germany, I don't know, 150 odd years ago.
But the difference is he came legally.
he came. No, the difference is he's a multi. How much is he? He's not even a billionaire now. He's even
He's a
more.
trillionaire.
He went down because stock went down a little bit. He's still in the billions. He's below. He's not a trillionaire right now as we speak, but he still has a lot of money.
No, but that's what they were saying. They were saying the other day. I don't know. We lost Sam. Kai, sorry. They were saying the other day that if he would give $1 million to every American, he would still have.
Hey, he couldn't give $1 million to every American.
Why?
$1 trillion. If you give each person $1 million, it means you can only give $1 million to 1 million people.
Okay.
It's a BS post.
How much?
There's 350 million people in the United States. That means out of every billion, you get $3 per person. Now he has 1,000 billion.
Okay.
Sorry about that, fellas. I accidentally hit the button on the side of my computer and it like disconnected everything. It's a new laptop to me, so
it's okay.
here, I don't know what they do.
So he could only give $3,000 per person to the United States. Those posts are 100% predicated on people not sitting and doing the math. What we're talking about, Sam, is you talk about a post how if Elon Musk gave $1 million to every person in the United States, he'd still have money left out. He could give $3,000 to every person in the United States. $3,000. But right now he's only worth 684 because SpaceX went public, but then the stock value dropped. He was at 1.3 trillion. So because SpaceX stock dropped, he has an evaluation of between 684 and 702 billion, which, let's be honest, that's still a lot of money.
Yeah, but he's going to get it somewhere.
I mean,
but I don't fault him.
No.
I don't, if you go out and work as hard as he does and you fail at your business, try again. One day you'll make that money.
Yeah.
And some people just don't have luck. They just can't do it.
And remember, didn't he get into he sold something to PayPal, right?
He sold PayPal.
No, I don't. I think he sold something to PayPal.
PayPal, is that his?
PayPal was part of his. He was part of the people that started PayPal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He sold something else, started PayPal with some guys, and then sold that, and that's what he's been doing with all that money. That's how he started Tesla, and then
he started X.com. No, he started X.com before Twitter became X, 1999, and that went into PayPal. And then when eBay bought PayPal, he made a bunch of money, but he dumped his stock options right away.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because PayPal went belly up the next year.
He needed cash. He sold PayPal because he knew it was in the pipe, made his money, and then he started doing Tesla. And then he did SpaceX and the Boring Company. And I honestly think this, at the rate he's going with SpaceX, I think he will put people on Mars before NASA.
You serious?
Because that's what he wants to do. He wants to colonize Mars.
Yeah, he wants to build a city. He wants to.
Yeah. He was outed as the CEO because they didn't like that he goes on trips all the time. And then when the eBay bought PayPal, instead of taking the shares of eBay, he took a $175 million payout, which is what he started SpaceX and Tesla with. And then Tesla got government subsidy after government subsidy because
look at the hours. Look at the hours he put in at PayPal.
hundreds of hours a week.
Yeah, he did these trips, but he's always got his finger on the pulse of his businesses.
Yeah.
And people that work with him know that it's, you give them the cliff notes of what needs to be done and what the problems are. But look at what he did to Twitter, right? He took Twitter, turned it into X. He knew there were some costs out there that he needed to cut. And so he fired a third of the staff. We don't need you. It's too much manpower for what we're doing here. And then when it went to his server farms, the guys were telling him, "Oh, it's going to take months and weeks to shut those server farms down." When he was on a plane flying over the country, and he told his pilot to go back to fly over to one of those server farms, and he shut it down himself because it was bleeding millions of dollars a year to keep that server farm up. And so in order to make X cash positive, he re-engineered everything with the engineers and said, "This is how we're going to do it. We're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of this. We're deleting this. We don't need that. It's all redundant BS."
And this
Look what he did with AI.
Up.
He was one of the first guys to get over 100 processors to work on AI.
And you know what's really funny? This was kind of all set up because he originally owned the domain x.com. And in 2017, he bought it back from PayPal because PayPal wasn't using it. And then when he bought Twitter and he renamed it to X, he just put it back on his old domain. So he's essentially owned X since 1999.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, the guy works so much in some of these places. He has, he's got a Boxable down at the SpaceX facility, which Boxable is a cool company. Go check them out. But it's basically a home they can deliver on a flatbed truck. It's like 50 grand, but it's like 300, 400 square foot.
Okay.
And they drop it and unfold it, bolt it together, hook up your utilities, and it even comes with furniture and a refrigerator and your oven and all that stuff's already in it.
Okay.
$400 a month. Heck yeah.
And so he bought that and had it put down at that facility so he had a place to stay when he's there. Because the hours he works there at SpaceX are just insane.
And you buy one Boxable and you spend a year in hotel or whatever fees, you're going to actually pay for the Boxable. In either way, it's a write-off. So he writes off 1 year and then never pays for it again.
Crazy.
And the money he has, he doesn't have that in cash. That's all in stock and bonds and securities and investments and all that stuff.
Yeah,
when you get that kind of money, banks just give you a line of credit.
Yeah, against your stock.
Yeah.
And then when you pay it back with the money you make from the money, you don't pay tax because you're paying off debt. So you say if you get 160 million of a loan, right? And Sam, correct me at any point if I'm wrong. And this is the way I understand it. Then I go make 160 million off my 160 million loan. So I just doubled my money, but now I go back and I pay the 160 million back. I actually didn't make money.
Yeah.
I made zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the debt counts against your income.
Yeah, but that's it. You use money from someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like these rich guys that go out and there's that one guy that bought a building that was millions of dollars. And he bought it on his, bank of whatever card that was his black card. And he just threw his credit card on the table to pay for it. Run that. Well, he's like, I get 0% on this card for 30 days. Plus, I get points. 1% cash back.
Yeah, and you get points.
And he goes, so if I pay this off with some other sales that I was doing within that time, and my interest rate was stupid cheap because he's always, he's one of those guys that has that kind of leverage. He goes, it's cheaper for me to put it on my credit card, get the cash back, get a loan from another bank to finance the payoff on the card.
Mm-hmm.
I make money.
Yeah.
He makes money off the money. And that's where they say you got to make the money work for you. Don't work for the money.
Exactly. That's the rich people say.
And Elon Musk is not working for the money. the money's working for him.
Yeah, like
Or-
usual. Ladies and gents, it's already that time.
It is that time. That went by
Yeah,
Have
fast.
we've been here an hour? Oh,
Yeah, look at the clock.
I'm
You
glad.
should
I'm
see my
glad
clock.
this is working well.
Yeah,
So I will definitely have to bring this with me next time. So
exactly. So, Akai, do your thing.
please like and subscribe. Go out to all our platforms and do your thing there. If you're interested in any swag we have, go out to vermlandradio.com and go to our store. All the proceeds from the swag go to help pay bills. It doesn't pay us. We don't get nothing, but it helps to lower the cost that we have to pay to actually do this every year. So
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to listen to us on audio, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we are also on our Heart Radio. So you could come and listen to us in audio. And now Spotify has the video part. So I do put the video
cool.
up so you can see the video also on Spotify. So yeah, just to let you all know. And thank you very much, guys. Always a pleasure. Don't forget to ring the bell. Don't forget to. We need numbers. We need you guys. You know, you're there to help us out. You know, you just need to subscribe, and it does help out. More the merrier, and more people are subscribing. You know, it's free. You could help
and
us
tell your
out.
friends. Tell your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, exactly.
and if there's any topics you want us to cover, send us an email at vermlandradio.com.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. See all of us in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.